What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of Heavy Conversations, man. It's your boy Bo Pesci.
Nephew.
Take the Chip G.
You know, we got a couple of members, you know, who ain't here. You know what I'm saying? My boy Rob Moore got to stand me. He had another engagement to attend to, so y'all get back with y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? My other brother Puno Shiesty, he'll be here shortly. Running a bit late. Daddy duties, you know. But yeah, man, the topic, man, you know. And we want to see what everybody think, man, because it's a crazy world right here, man. This topic is new world, man. Was it planned or is it nature's pushback, man? You know, me personally, part of me think it was planned, and part of me think, you know what I mean, Allah putting up a fight again. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the people is trying to, you know, basically prove that they're him, or they can make things happen like him, man. And I believe that every day, man, every moment he gets, he shows them. I don't care how much science, how much research y'all figure out. I'ma always show y'all something new that y'all never discovered yet. You know what I'm saying? But you know, what's your take on it, nephew? Because you know, me and you built on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had a lot of discussion about it. So I know you got some rebuttals now.
So for me, I think it's a mixture of both, right? I think nature's pushback is being planned for, right? Because everybody knows that basically we're supposed to be fucked by 2050, according to science.
Yeah.
And I think they don't want to be fucked no more.
That's science.
They're going to try to clean everything up for the next 20, 30 years. But in the meantime, they're going to have to do a lot of control or damage control, right? So a lot of people are going to be killed. A lot of people are going to be infected. A lot of people are going to die off because that's what's necessary.
A lot of people going to be framed and sent to jail, and like I think they hate that this information era really came about, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to find things out, man. It's like you could just ask Siri or ask Google anything, and they gonna give you the answer that's been placed in that computer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though them answers has been placed there, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. People got to be mindful. Them answers been placed there. Even the theory when they say you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book, you got to be skeptical too, like, because them things was placed in the book. Those could be lies too. I mean, you know what I mean? To get people, throw people off of from the real truth. You know what I'm saying? I respect people who questions everything. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand a motherfucker who just takes something and just run with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like Neck said, I believe that they're exhausted everything. Like, you know, we always doing something. Doing something.
Fossil
like
fuels.
They trying to clean it up.
yeah.
They trying to clean it up, but they fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
They
But
can't
keep
do a good job at it.
Yeah, but they keep experimenting. Everything can't be an experiment. You know what I'm saying?
Some things you gotta learn.
One thing you could look at for certain, right? At the beginning of COVID, every day y'all go outside, you gonna see a car at 1 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
A car.
During the beginning of COVID, you go outside at 1 o'clock in the morning, there's not a single person outside. I was doing donuts on the highway.
Shit like I Am Legend.
Yeah, it was.
I was
wasn't
doing
nobody
donuts
left
on 21
Yo,
by myself for like 40 minutes. Not a single car came by either way. I was sitting there having the time of my life. Set up my camera, recorded everything. Bruh, there was no cars out on the road.
Wow.
But during that time period, think about how much better, like, it probably was for the
environment.
For the environment. Yeah,
like,
they had pictures like the smog was even cleared up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, they say they about to stop like making gas and shit.
they're not
Gas
manufacturing. All vehicles are gonna probably be electric by like 2030.
It's bad. They trying to get that shit out of here, period. You know? They trying to just make people ride bikes and shit.
Them e-scooters, all that shit. I mean, we need to be.
But my thing is, what was the reason when gas was so much of a, you know what I'm saying?
Commodity.
Commodity.
It's profitable.
You know what I'm saying? Oil, all these.
It's something that not everybody can get access to. You can only do it if you got a lot of money. And if you are doing it, then you're making a lot of money off it because everybody needs it.
Funny how something that come from the earth, when you make it, destroy the earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a terrible fucking thing.
Yeah, you definitely.
Wasn't layers in the ozone healing up? It was only for a couple of months that we did that, and we did way better for the environment. If we kept that shit up for 30 years, we'd be doing great.
Yeah, you're right about
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's just crazy. Like you hear on the news a lot of these sinkholes. Let's touch on these sinkholes that's going on across the world.
Sinkhole?
Sinkholes.
Oh, sinkhole. Oh my God, the 89-foot one or 87-foot one. I seen that the other day. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And where was that at?
I have no idea. Kenya? I think it was in Africa.
Yeah, I think somewhere. Then they had one in Japan too.
It was a huge.
The one in Japan, it was a flourishing forest under there.
Bruh, it just, when you looked at it, it just looked like a black.
Look at that
It
one.
looked like a black patch on the picture.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, what the fuck is that? But then when they went over it, it's just like a big ass black pit. I was like, what the fuck?
Like,
So, I mean, it depends on where you at. I believe it's gonna be a lot of sinkholes soon because we always tampering with the earth.
Earth, yeah.
Always.
You hit it right on the nose.
We always digging. We keep-
Digging.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. 'Cause even in the streets, like if you think about the streets, we think that shit's solid. Them shits ain't even solid.
Nope.
You see how that shit breaking how deep that shit
Deep
is?
shit be.
That shit is, I don't even know.
It's like we just keep building on the old world. And I'm saying, like, we just keep building on top, building on top.
I get what you were saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's,
Sinkholes come from water.
yeah.
So the water goes into the concrete. Every time it rains too much, you know what I'm saying, it weakens the rock.
Yeah.
And that's when the shit collapses.
And I believe people, like you said, they're digging it. Whether it's digging into the cavity looking for oil, or it's digging into the cavity of the earth, building buildings, houses, and stuff like you digging into the cavity of the earth. Like you keep chipping away at something, and it definitely gonna give way. You know what I'm saying?
I believe taking the oil is like taking the essence out the earth.
Yeah.
You get
Drawing
what
blood, like drawing blood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man.
Now, let's get realistic, right? We don't know what the fuck's in the water.
Yeah, nobody does.
Now we know about deep sea giganticism and we know about cold temperature growth. So those two in combination cause things to be huge, right? What's some shit's called? Isopods that are usually like maybe this big come out to like fucking this big in cold and deep parts of the ocean.
Yeah.
So all the shit that we see that we're terrified of up here, it's probably 10 times worse shit than that.
At the bottom, they still haven't even, explored that.
But we don't know what's under us. So we don't even know what we're sitting on top of.
Definitely be a little world under this.
Definitely could be a little world. It's definitely a little maze, a little town up under us. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was like an underground society type system.
Yeah, and they speak in
in France. They had a whole underground.
They speak on this stuff though. Like I'm saying, a lot of this stuff is coming to light. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer top secret. Like you know what I'm saying, it's up to you to believe it or not. But I ain't just say take it, do your research. You know what I'm saying, and see for yourself.
I definitely believe nature is taking our cause. I mean her
fighting back.
Yeah,
Nature's
she getting
definitely
her
fighting
lick
back.
back, man. She getting her lick back. But I feel like there's nothing we can really do about it unless we fully just come out and tell everybody the truth. There's no way of getting around this.
Yeah, but they don't want the truth to come out. The government don't want the truth to come out.
The truth is gonna cause
They're so gun ho off control and power. They don't want the truth to come out because once the truth come out, it's over. It's gonna be lawlessness. You know what I'm saying?
They've been on a constant decline with the people. The United States government has been doing a terrible job for the past 10 years. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree.
Doing a terrible job, and they've been slowly losing their grip on the American people. The American people are asking too many questions.
Exactly.
They're doing too much bullshit. There's too much controversy and separation. But in that separation, there's people conformed in something. White people are now saying defund the police. Right? Leftists are now saying defund the police because of what they did to Trump. They done raided his house. Trump said anybody who ever pleads the fifth is guilty. and then pled the fifth the other day.
Oh, he said that. He actually made that statement.
He said that.
Oh, wow.
He said that. Now, if you ask me, it sounds like everybody's on one page at this point, but we're not on that page together.
Yeah.
We're on that page. We all on the same page. We all on the same part of the same page, but we all reading in our own books.
Yeah.
If everybody just get in the same book, the same page, we don't have a government. But we're definitely gonna get shit done.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna elect who the fuck they want to be in office. Shit's actually gonna get done. People are gonna have to actually do what the fuck they're meant to do. I think that a war on the government is coming soon, and there's not much we can do about it. But y'all want to participate? Y'all do that.
I believe Trump whole thing was to make the country look like a fool. Like I'm saying, not saying he ain't upheld what he was trying to, upheld what he was trying to do and put his people on, but his whole thing was to let the people see like this whole, establishment of America is a mockery.
Mm.
Y'all see it. I'm up here. Y'all see it. Y'all see what I'm doing? Then he went out on some gangster stuff. You know what I'm saying? Showed people that he a mobster. That he a mobster. Because if they had so much, you know what I'm saying? Provable evidence on this man from whether they raiding his stuff, you know what I'm saying? They tried to impeach him, that ain't happen. Y'all got him out there for the next election, but at the same time, man, look what the people who's backing him did. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever in history you ever heard stuff like that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Capitol getting stormed.
That guy went out like a mobster. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's the new John Gotti of America. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. He's the real shark of a Shark Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my opinion on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's not only, like, for his people, he actually gaming other people up. You know what I'm saying? His whole mission was to get things back over into America and stop doing business outside the countries.
And he ain't going to jail either.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Trump did a good job of making sure that the world knew that America was still not to be fucked with.
Yeah, sure did.
That motherfucker did a goddamn good job.
But
He
on
said,
another note, I think the government is scared that he might leak out some information that only presidents get when they get in that seat. Trump knows some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They keep a lot of shit from the president.
They keep a lot of stuff from the president too, but I think they get small stuff like UFO sightings and, you know what I'm saying, bombers and, you know what I'm saying, botched killings, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think under his oath that he's allowed to reveal any of that.
Yeah, he's not allowed to.
But he might just do it because he against that.
But because you see what they did to Kennedy when they thought Kennedy was going to leak some shit. Yo, did you hear that voiceover of Kennedy? I don't know if it's a real voiceover of him in that time when he was saying Trump was going to be the 47th president. Just that he was, I'm saying, before he got killed. He said it like, they played on social media and shit. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know how real is that recording. Because, people be mimicking voices all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, he said like, yeah, Trump going to be the 47th president. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I got a question. I got to research that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he said that stuff was actually written already. You know what I'm saying? And Kennedy knew something. And he was going to say something. And they got him up out of it. There's no questions. There's no question about it. They got Kennedy up out of it.
I don't think Trump was being racist when he said "Make America Great Again." No more.
I don't think that neither. I just think
I truly.
I just think that the people who voted for him that was behind him, they was cold-hearted racists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think when Trump said "Make America Great Again," I swear to God, I believe that man meant I'm gonna make us a superpower again.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We didn't look like a superpower 10 years ago.
They were still laughing at us too, though. Like,
they was laughing at us, but whenever they did some bullshit, guess what? It got handled. When motherfuckers was bombing U.S. Military bases, it got handled the same night. That nigga was getting shit done.
I believe he started this chemical warfare though. You know what I'm saying? When he was going through that little tobacco with China, as far as the trading, thing. I think they started a chemical warfare because diseases just been popping up out of nowhere every day, every other week.
But you see what they're doing. Like,
Just a
this
different
is what
type
I
of
think
war.
is them preparing for nature taking her toll on the world, right? So all these nuclear weapons are all a big threat. They keep inventing all these new diseases, keeping people in the house,
Killing
trying
people.
to get people not to go outside,
It's
killing
not
off
gonna-
tons of people there. But that also reduces emissions. That reduces all the people doing day-to-day activities. Once you have population control, because our population has skyrocketed in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
We went from taking like, I think it was like over 120 years to reach 6 billion people, but then after that it's just been rapid growth. So people are having babies at exponential rates, but it's like not enough people are dying fast enough, and this is their way of getting it done.
Yeah.
I feel like monkeypox and all these little variant diseases that keep evolving and changing into different stuff, I feel like it's just variations of COVID, and COVID was just a test run. Once you get that shot, your body will react a certain way in a certain amount of time, and if it doesn't, okay, then cool, your body defeated that. But if not,
They
you
gonna
get
send
this
another-
new infection, monkeypox.
Yeah,
months later.
your body gonna be so worn out from fighting the other one. You definitely gonna. I mean, it's definitely gonna take toll of you this time around.
Or the booster shots or something like these could have been all micro doses of another shot. Y'all wouldn't have no clue.
Yeah, and I mean, people don't ask neither.
I ain't even touching that stuff.
You know what the scientists said about COVID? There's there's like one of the top scientists in the world. I think he was working on cancer research. Cancer research? It was some type of research, and he's just a well documented scientist. He's banned from speaking about anything. He's banned off of Twitter. He's banned off of YouTube. He's banned off of Instagram. He's banned on all social media platforms because he speaks out about how everybody's just running with all these diseases and they don't exist.
Yeah.
Like, he straight up said COVID is not real. And it was on his ass.
So people just run around. They just run around with the flu. They strengthened up the flu
People-
and gave it another
just-
name.
People are getting hushed out, and there's nothing that they can do about it. The people aren't really worried about this. They worried about who who Kim Kardashian's ex-boyfriend gonna be, and what Ray J think about her headphones and shit.
Yeah, right. Ain't that's crazy? But you gotta think of because the government done whacked off a lot of doctors.
You seen that the NASA
that had
scientists-
information or discovered some type of research about something.
You know, the scientists of NASA handcuffed themselves to Chase Bank and were arrested a couple weeks ago because they said that our economy is going to, our ecosystem is going to fail by 2050 if we don't change how we live. And that's not that far away.
But how are we living though? You know what I'm saying?
We're living like shit, and we keep using fossil fuels, and those emissions are destroying our planet.
Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that.
We need self-sustaining things. We need self-sustaining clean energy, first off. And once we get that, we're in a whole different era of time. Like, we're probably in the most peaceful era ever. Because there stops being a huge influx in that market. There's no people making fuck tons of money just fucking over the economy and fucking over each other to get better business deals. They just created a nuclear. They just became. I think Germany just made the first nuclear. I'm not gonna say nuclear reactor, but it's like a small sun.
Oh, that was China. Was that China?
That was China.
That was China.
That was China. I
It was
thought it was
China.
Germany. My fault.
Nah, it was China.
But they just made a nuclear reactor, which is close to being renewable. Fucking
But why though? I mean,
because you need clean energy. If we don't use clean energy, we're gonna be fucked.
That's the sun, though. The sun clean as you gonna get, right?
But it's pure energy. That's why it's so important. It's just pure clean energy, which means we could harness that energy to power houses, neighborhoods, but then they gotta figure out how to contain that, and pretty much it's gonna be a process until we can use it, but they got it. Like, it's the shit that they're trying to do, they're prepping for the fact that we have too many people.
no, they prepping for the end of this damn world
Shit.
They got some shit
as we
to
know
see.
it. That's what they prepping for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all keep messing around with the mess around. You know what I'm saying?
And they got this thing, they said they got like natural gases and shit, like inside the ground. That But they really ain't gotta be used oil. I said, yo, now if they start fucking with them natural gases in the ground, this shit gonna blow up.
For real.
Fucking whole thing is just gonna blow
You
up.
know they like to test shit.
They are mad scientists, man.
Y'all remember when they were testing nuclear bombs?
They are mad scientists or good scientists who being coerced to do evil stuff, man.
Coerced or threatened?
Threatened, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you know, because the rulers of the world, man, they are evil people, man. You know what I'm saying? They are the ones who's ruling with an iron fist, for real.
But my main thing is I want them to stop fucking with this weather, man.
It's weather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make it snow when they want to. They make it rain when they want to.
And that stuff is like,
Hey, wow.
it's real toxic, man. It's like, it's real, it's not good.
Whatever they doing, man. I told you I did that little shit that used to be on YouTube when they like the fire on the snow.
On the snow wall and all that smoke
shit
walls.
would melt. This shit black smoke like.
Because it's not real.
Yeah, this shit,
You know what I'm saying? This stuff is not real, man.
Oh, y'all know that time is literally getting shorter, right?
I seen something about that.
The days are getting shorter.
We used to talk about that last night, kind of
The days are getting shorter, which means we have less time, which means people probably aren't really living longer. Days have just gotten shorter. You remember how old life expectancies were to be like 50 years old and 60 years old, and now it's like 80 years old? Same amount of time was probably passing.
But,
Days just getting shorter.
but how is that, though? You know what I'm saying?
Quantum level, the days are getting shorter.
Who told them they could say time getting shorter?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who told them that? I knew the whole illusion of time was BS. Every time when it gets a certain season, time go back an hour. Get back there, time go up an hour. Who's playing with time? Like,
Nah, they just doing that because of the sun. That part, but at the same time, they
but
just trying
who
to
gave
get
them the
daylight.
right to play with time?
They just want to take that daylight saving shit away.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's what they keep talking about.
but who even came up with that?
The concept of time is not. Time is the thing that we measure.
So you tell me I could take a year off my age and forge that on paper? Yeah, nah, I ain't this. I'm 25. Who does that? Who could do that? Who gave people the permission to do that?
But these folks just doing what they want to do out here.
Hey man, they've been doing what they want to do
it's-
since the beginning.
It's a tool,
They made a
though.
whole society and told people if you don't follow our rules,
It's a That's a programming
Right,
tool, though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, everybody on this planet is programmed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody
we live
is
in
programmed
society.
and conditioned a certain type of way.
We live in structured societies.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
living under one version, well, a group of people or one person's opinion of what a good society is. And whoever you agree with most, you usually end up living under their rules. But, I mean, shit is situational. Y'all motherfuckers live where y'all want to live. Not everybody gets to live where the fuck they want to live, but
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it.
it is what it is.
It's like, yo, man, I don't know, like the Earth, everything about Earth amazes me though, because, bro, it's like it makes you wonder, like how, like the oils, the gold, the diamonds, the volcanoes. You know what I'm saying? How vast the oceans is. It's just like I see why people question everything and try to discover how they stuck that question in their head too. Is that how? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I see why the scientists be trying to go for the gusto, but like sometimes, man, just ease back, man. You know what I'm saying? Certain things may be revealed to you, just ease back, man. All you gotta do is pay attention. Don't just go poking at the motherfucking dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? What you think he gonna do after a while? His mother gonna get up, roar, and bite.
But you see how everything keep happening though? I mean, it always was stuff happening, like tornadoes, all that shit. But we talking about big shit, like shit collapsing. And you feel me? Like, pretty soon states gonna be falling right
Into
off
the
the
wall,
goddamn, you know what I mean?
Face the map of the Earth, right off the map.
For real, it's like I can see Florida doing that. You know?
Yeah.
No, California, it sinks every year.
Yeah, but California, I think that shit gonna go anyway.
California is gonna go. They've been said California was gonna go.
I was watching Discovery Channel. We got a big ass fucking earthquake like right by the sea, just waiting to happen in Jersey. Right by the sea. It's like a 9 point something.
How they know this?
They know.
They ready to trigger that one for them to hit the button. Boom. Do it.
It's a boom. There you go.
Do it. Boom.
California sinks about a foot every year.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
So, years go by, they witnessed the tides getting drawn, closer and closer. You know what I'm saying?
They'll be underwater in about 2 more minutes.
Oh, now they're under the, now it's 2 feet per year in certain spots.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
I would be getting up out of there.
Yeah, but you know, people gonna live over there like it's something.
Like, yo, I would be trying to find the highest ground.
They put Hollywood in motherfucking Kansas if they had to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said the volcano is where?
You said volcanoes, what?
Yeah, you said it was a volcano where?
Oh, I'm like the edge of the shore.
Of New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Well, I'm quite sure. I know New Jersey can't really handle no big earthquake. We wasn't built for that. And I don't think you want to be living in the high ground when that happened.
Yeah, I remember that little joint.
Damn, Sussex County, Newtown Hill. A prehistoric 420 million years ago is when that volcano went off.
What, New Jersey?
Mm-hmm.
We got a volcano next to us. That's something new. I ain't know that.
No, it's called Newtown Hill.
Let me slide this bottle to me, man. I got to sip on that because I ain't know we had a volcano next to us.
A volcanic vent was discovered in Sussex County more than a century ago. It's known as Newtown Hill or Beamerville Volcano. Oh, Beamerville Volcano.
That's deep. I didn't even know that.
Hey, but it's mountains out this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mountains.
West Orange is mountains.
Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised though, cause who like why can't it be Jersey? Like, you know what I'm saying? That stuff everywhere. You know what I mean?
My biggest interest when I was a kid used to be the ocean. I used to always wonder what was in the ocean. But when you went, I noticed when I was younger and I went to go look up certain things, there wasn't much information for any of the questions that I had. And now when I look up those same questions, it's a lot of answers. Which is pretty crazy because it's only been like 10 years since I had that hobby.
Do you think people placing them answers there to deceive the people? Or you feel like people research some things, discover some things, and put the truth out there?
I feel like people did good research because there's people that are very passionate about aquatic life.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
So I feel like not everything that's been discovered has been brought to our attention, but I feel like there's been some great discoveries, and I feel like everything that they put forth is pretty accurate.
You know what intrigues me though? That's the chatters that been going on is the snow ice walls of Antarctica, man. I want to see somebody put out a documentary in full detail, like somebody who's from the inside who got information, some people who got the information. Know what I mean? And just put it out there before the governments kill them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, like, you know what's crazy though? That Antarctic ice is melting.
Yeah, they said
it holds millions of years old cold water. Right? So all of that shit that's been preserved in that water is now leaking out all over the world.
Yeah.
So that could also be a reason for infection. We've been exposed to shit that's 420 million years old.
Yeah.
500 million years old. It's been since the dawn of our time. Fucking ice age came and then everything changed. So those big ass rocks of ice, they could be carrying other disease, parasites, fucking shit that we've cured but now evolved and it's in a whole different form. That could just be a result of our water getting contaminated because of our conditions.
Yeah.
So again, that still comes back to us fixing how we live.
Shit, it's a bunch of shit they dump in the water. That shit.
Yeah, man. They dump a lot. But I'm thinking in terms of, I know it's melting, but I'm thinking in terms of beyond that point right there, that wall, like what's on top of what's over that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's definitely not the edge of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, what past that shit? Because they said all countries, they ain't legally bound that you can't go past that motherfucker. I mean, you know, fly, whatever. Like, I've been also looking into these how these flights, these planes go places to place, how they expect the travel. Like sometimes instead of going straight from here to there, like what you can, they make you go over here, boop, then there. Like, why I just can't fly straight over there? They don't want me to see something. You get what I'm saying?
I want to know more about the Bermuda Triangle.
That's always been a tricky thing. You know what I'm saying?
I never did no research about it.
Like everything always go missing. Is that like a wormhole or something like that? I'm saying? Like,
I forgot what it is.
like all this stuff always intrigued me growing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like once somebody just put it out there, say fuck it. I mean, I know they gonna come get me, put it out there. This is the people need to know this.
I think it's planned and I think it's nature. So I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's a war between humans and nature.
Because they plan and doing. Now nature is like, all right, let me do this real fast.
I mean, let me shake this up a little bit.
But it's getting wore out. You understand what I'm saying? So they making it happen more.
They want more.
I mean, so whatever they doing.
They even triggering off tsunamis and earthquakes they self.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of natural events aren't really natural. Definitely.
It's coming so common. We don't even know what's natural and what's not. You know what I'm saying? What's provoked.
But whether it is controlled, they admit it.
We know that. They show you this machine that making clouds. They show you that.
But that's what the problem is. They trying to control it, and it's gonna fuck it up.
And they tell us, oh, it's to water the crops and all that. Nah, y'all done gotten past watering crops because y'all making crops inside the labs. You know what I'm saying? Big laboratory factories. So it ain't even about crops no more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are poisoning the planet, the soil, everything.
They're cloning shit.
Yeah.
They're using pig organs to perform surgeries on people. There's weird shit going on out here.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck they feed pigs? You want a pig heart in your body? Tripping.
It's people to people. It's like I don't know what to say about them no more, man, because they are definitely like they.
I mean, but it's really like we allow for a lot on a societal level because we're not taught that we can just demand change. You know who demands change and always gets it? Republicans.
Yeah.
Republicans, if some shit happen with Republicans, they bitch about that shit until it gets fixed.
But even
Democrats, we bitch about it and nothing gets done. And we keep bitching about it and nothing gets done. And we just keep bitching about it. When white people don't get their goddamn way, they just start bitching and kicking.
And for that reason,
it go a long way for them.
And for that reason, the political field is so much of a joke to me. Like I could care less about it. So when people be ranting like, "Oh, we need to vote. We need to put our people in it." When have our people ever did something to change our situation? Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like it's coming to the beginning. It seems like no matter who you put in that chair, Democrat or Republican, you're gonna still get the short end of the stick. So why even bother? I don't care about race. I don't care if we put a black person in and a white person. I don't care.
No
they're always exactly. There's never no progression, no matter who we put in the chair.
There's no progression because we don't have actual leaders from our communities. All right, boom. I'm not throwing shots. Never mind.
You know what I'm saying? It's comical. It's a shit show. You know what I'm saying? It's all for show. I mean, that shit Hollywood to me now. You know what I'm saying?
Politics.
Y'all like the commentators. Like, you know what I'm saying? of the sports. They like sports commentators, but they're commentators of the law.
Politics is.
You know what I'm saying? And a bigger court. You know what I'm saying? On a bigger court in the field. That's all that politicians is to me. Is some commentators of the law, like Stephen A. Smith is to ESPN. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Money and power. Their money and power. Politics is how successful you want to be through doing bullshit. All right. Nancy Pelosi is not in jail. Do y'all even know about her? This bitch is wildin'. She's using insider trading on stocks that she and legislation that through laws that she is pushing. So she's getting information about laws that are gonna come out months ahead of shit, bidding on certain stocks, and then in a certain couple of months, bro, that bitch went from being worth $200,000 to wait, hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
Nancy, I'm exposing you.
Yeah, anybody, yeah, research that. But yeah, put it out there. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely illegal to, do stocks like that way. You know what I'm saying? To be having inside scoop and then put somebody on before it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Now my phone freezing.
That's definitely illegal. I forgot what they call it.
Yeah, now my phone freezing. Because I'm looking at Nancy.
Yeah, that's them. Nah, for real though, man. Like it's a war between a law and the people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, check it. What y'all think about? So you see, all of a sudden they starting to put out UFOs, this UFOs,
Yeah.
that. What you think they up to? Because they've been at them. Everybody.
Yeah, like they gotta be up to something. Like why y'all trying to put
Yeah, why y'all trying to put it out there now?
For real. Like we been know y'all had them. Know what I'm saying?
I've been seeing one.
Her reported income was $250K a year. I'm gonna tell you her new net worth. $67 million. Wait, I'm sorry, that's the wrong person.
Yeah.
They not trying to give me that information.
Oh yeah, it's none of your business. That's what they saying. I mean, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. You know how they play. But nah, for real, like you said, UFO thing, man. That stuff been going on for fuck with UFO shit, cause we already know that. What about this Bigfoot spot and shit? Whatever happened to Bigfoot? You know what I'm saying?
Her salary is $200. Her salary.
They died out.
Her salary is $210,000 a year. Her net worth is $135 million.
She claimed, I mean, and what she doing again? Who is she again? She a senator.
Yep.
Oh no. Let me not even say that because we don't know what she did to get her money. You know what I mean?
We do know she insider traded, and
she ain't go to jail.
They have the trail of her insider trading.
Oh, and she ain't go to jail.
People are following her stock picks and doing 600%.
Oh,
there's a whole page dedicated to watching this bitch's stock picks. How they sneaky bitch?
Hold on, they follow
China. She went to China after China banned out.
Let's rewind back again. How they following it?
Oh, you can follow it. Everybody's stock buys and purchases and sells is all documented. And the government officials have to report their shit within 30 days because they're government officials. And Nancy Pelosi reports her shit on the very last day every time.
On the very last day.
So how can I follow her?
There's a Reddit page specifically for her. Actually, I'm about to find a Reddit page for you. Everybody who's watching right now, this is how you get free money. Nancy
Pelosi. I know her name. I know who she is.
Nancy
I didn't know she was into all that though.
Stock picks Reddit.
I ain't doing nothing she doing.
You tripping?
They gonna make an example out of us, huh? Yeah. they gonna go back to the day hang a black man. You know, they know how they know what they like to do.
It's called Pelosi's Popping Portfolio. Nancy Pelosi stock tracker r/growth stoinks.
That's deep. That's heavy. Now that's heavy. I'm gonna have to look further into that. Now, man.
There's a house.
See if I can start $200 to $200.
House
quick fitting.
HouseStockWatcher.com. Trading summary for Nancy Pelosi. Stock watching.
So they know she was supposed to be in jail, and she didn't go to jail though.
That's what I heard.
Man,
You better stop telling her business because she come for your ass.
man, listen, I'm just saying, you just told me.
I didn't tell nobody.
I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hey yo, but nah, like bro touched on the UFO thing, man. That's we could do a whole show on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe we gotta have them walking amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Regularly on a day-to-day basis.
Hope not.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
there's one in every country, and they're all leaders. And they
Yeah.
get together and they decide what the hell they're gonna do with this planet. And they getting real close to just wiping us out because they're tired of our shit. Ain't that right?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Let's see, yeah, like, that's how I feel. I'm waiting for one to just really like reveal itself to the world, just be hovering over the sky, like, you know what I'm saying?
Fucker better be bulletproof.
We look like the Superman. We looking for Kal-El. He looked like you, but he's not one of you. For real, I'm just waiting to see one of these motherfuckers hovering in the sky, like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
All TVs and powers going out.
they're gonna say they're playing it right.
That shit would be
When
scary
they come-
but dope at the same time. Like,
When they come to harvest on humans that they've been growing, it's gonna go smooth.
You just better act like you about to start shooting, and then
oh, they might do, bro. What they might do, bro.
you got a gun pointed at you.
Yeah.
Places.
Ooh.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm proud with you, man. I'm waiting for that day just to be like, wow, I'd have seen it all. I thought I seen it all at 9 when the 9/11 shit happened. But nah, man.
You didn't even see the start.
I'm seeing more and more now. I mean, these diseases.
Let me keep it a buck with you. We're watching the beginning.
Motherfuckers raided
It
the
was
motherfucker.
in
What
its
you
infancy
call?
stages with y'all. It's just the beginning. CIA did mind control testing. They openly admitted to that. They submitted the documents for it. It's all over
On the
them.
world?
Yes.
Through what
On
commercials?
US
and-
citizens.
Through commercials? What they did? How they did that?
Oh,
Through commercials?
I don't even remember. Go read the documents. They're on the internet. The CIA dropped all their files and they admitted to openly using drugs to try to mind control you.
You know which drug they used to use too? PCP. Formaldehyde. That was one of the drugs they used too.
You talking about that weed?
Formaldehyde.
What that is?
I'm saying.
What they call it on
They
the
use that.
street?
They use that
boat.
They call it boat. Yo, they used to use that stuff to get the people to tell the truth too when they was getting interrogated.
They used to give them LSD too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all love drugs.
Look, they love drugging motherfuckers, but
No, they love drugs. Period. They was selling drugs.
they still is selling drugs.
They used Freeway Ricky as a goddamn drug mule, and then y'all sent him to jail, and then he learned how to read, and then he got out of jail. That seemed real suspicious to me. It seemed like his mans did his job. But that's none of my business.
Shame on you. Shame on the CIA, man. But you know, and another thing, the CIA, the FBI, all these little secret services, all the motherfuckers ain't really in cahoots together. They really don't get along. They have to work together sometimes in the same accord, but you know, it's like they be status, like, you know what I'm saying? They be status struck, like, yeah, I'm over you. I mean, I got more jurisdiction than you, like, you know what I'm saying? They be on it like that.
The cops be like, hold on, this is our case. Then the FBI be like, no, this is our case. And then the CIA be like, no, this is actually our case.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be motherfucking good though. They be going through it, you know what I'm saying? On their own time.
Presidential Secret Service be like, nah.
They be like, yo, listen, it's above your pay grade. Like, they got motherfuckers who don't even operate under the president's jurisdiction. Like, the president can't even dictate what they do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. All I'm going to say is, I'm not saying that other governments are more transparent, but other governments are more transparent.
lot of other governments is more strict on their people too. Like a lot of other governments really like fuck a court, nigga. You know what I mean? They execute you right there in front of the people. Get on your knees. You out there, you commit a crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't lock you up. And I kind of see why. That's why they incarceration rate ain't as high as ours. You know what I'm saying? They execute shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Some shit. Some silly shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What happened to this blood, man? What you do?
Like, they're taking people, they ain't giving people time. They execute people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, yeah, I mean, this been deemed a death offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, yeah, you sentenced to death, boom. But on another note, in America, in this incarceration rate, though.
America's incarceration rate is retarded because they do retarded shit to retarded people, to be honest.
Nah, it's slavery.
Yeah, but, you know, we're
Slavery.
So, it's not technically slavery, but it's
Shit, it's slavery. Yo, somebody said something that made so much sense to me. Like, he was like, yo, how the hell could you defy yourself by the dollar when you were once a slave that the dollar was worth? So now that you're supposed to be free and you do all this in life to get to the dollar and define yourself behind that. I said, that shit made me think like, damn.
Look, man, in society, part of being a man is making a lot of money. So they give you a permanent mission in life.
Yeah.
To make a lot of money.
But you don't think that we being enslaved by the money?
Oh, yeah, man. People do shit they don't want to do to get money.
We don't have no slave masters anymore, but we enslaved by the money.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. People who chase happiness, like genuine happiness over like financial happiness, they the most free people there is. And we ain't nowhere near that.
Yeah.
I'm raised by the dollar, tamed by the dollar, I behave by the dollar. I've been bored.
She said I've been bored. You been bored?
I've been bored. That's the truth. Y'all been bored too.
Crazy.
What the hell y'all chasing? Y'all
Oh.
opened up a restaurant for what? Money. Slaves to the dollar.
For better living.
Yeah, you've been bored.
In order to obtain some stuff to you know.
Physical assets.
The generational wealth.
Yeah, exactly.
Generational physical assets.
Yeah.
Physical assets. You want them to be able to afford anything that they want, right? You're giving them a form of freedom.
Yeah, I want them to
Not real freedom, but you enslaving them to the dollar for
I
their
just
life.
want them to not need from their body.
You're enslaving them to the dollar for their life.
No, we enslaved. You call that enslaving the dollar?
No.
That's what they call making money work for you.
You can never enslave
You
the
can.
dollar because the whole concept of the dollar is for you to keep needing it.
You can.
How can you enslave the dollar?
What you mean putting in the work for you?
Okay. You have not enslaved the dollar. You are still committed to the dollar theory. You still live by happiness on the scale of the dollar.
No,
Yes.
not necessarily.
You cannot be
You
broke.
can't
and
say
happy.
that. Who said that?
You do not want to be broke, which means you cannot be broke and happy. If you was
You
comfortable
can be
being
broke
broke,
and happy.
you would be broke. But your ass is chasing the
You
dollar.
can't be broke and happy.
Real happy?
You can't say that. What's real happy to get?
Real happy is free. Financially free. I'm enslaved to the dollar, but I'll admit that. Can you do that?
I'm not a slave to the dollar.
You are a slave to the dollar.
How?
You bust your ass every day for the dollar.
But at the same time, I know when times when I wasn't getting no dollar. And I was still happy then. You know what I'm saying?
Was you as happy as when you got the dollar?
Nah, it didn't change.
It didn't change.
It didn't change.
So why you ain't just ever fall off and get money? You ain't never turned your head back and been like, you know what? I ain't gonna get no money no more.
Oh, I've done that. Prior to my times, used to always take breaks. Bad guys used to always take breaks, bro. I'll fall back for a whole month or two.
That's not you being unenslaved to the dollar.
What you mean?
If your entire concept in life revolves around a dollar, you're still a slave to it. You understand what I'm saying? If you generational wealth comes from the dollar, which means ease of life because you pay for it, then that means you're still a slave to the dollar. Because if you were in the worst of conditions and still happy, you would be free. Real freedom comes from your happiness.
So you're not happy without a dollar?
No, I don't get happy without a dollar. I'm enslaved. I just said that.
So you've been bored.
I've been bored. That's exactly what I just said.
So what was your ticket though?
Shit, life.
Exactly.
I don't care about this.
You hear that? That was your own
You don't
answer.
get what I'm saying?
I feel like
He answered himself. I mean, that was his own answer.
I feel like if God put it on earth, everybody should put this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Stop charging everybody.
God didn't give people the dollar. People created the dollar.
People created the dollar.
You know people created the dollar.
If God put wealth on the earth like commodities, everybody should split it in half a portion.
Commodities should be free. Everything in life would be free if people were all treated the same. You get what I'm saying?
That's like
Progress would be
that's
through
like
dedication.
you can find, or you can strike in your backyard right now, and the government will say that's theirs, even if you own the property or the land.
That's how
I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking
I'm
about
just talking about realistic,
like regular shit. Like, alright, boom. I live so that I can work to the point where I don't have to work anymore by the age of 35 because my money will then work for me. But then there's a system of people who are enslaved under me for that to happen. You understand that?
I know what you're saying.
When Happy on the Salad becomes chain restaurants, there's gonna be a bunch of people working there that aren't millionaires. They're gonna be working class citizens. Working class citizens are slaves, especially right now in our current economy.
But some people, see, we all been conditioned to be that way with these public schools and things of that nature, right? But some people do break out off the line. I'm saying, oh nah, the line going this way to lunch. Nah, I'm gonna walk this way down this hall and come around.
That still doesn't matter. Look. But all those working class people are gonna be slaves to the dollar.
Yeah,
they're gonna be slaving for your dollar, which then provides for your lifestyle, which is comfortable to you, and now you're happy because you're comfortable, correct? Right? So you're still enslaved by the dollar. Your lifestyle has to be bought. Your comfort has to be bought. Your comfort should come from natural peace. But if you can only achieve natural peace by being financially successful, then you're still a slave to the dollar. If the dollar disappears that day, you have nothing. And then you're not comfortable.
So what you mean if the dollar disappeared today? Like the dollar just don't
I'm
exist
bored.
for nobody on the earth?
I'm bored. That's what I'm saying. Life is still a dollar to me. Life is a dollar to you, and life is a dollar to you.
Life is a dollar to everybody on this planet, especially to the people who makes
enslaved.
it. I don't think it's that important to the people who makes it though.
You get what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Because they look for real peace, because they've already achieved financial peace and they moved on from that aspect of their life in which they think financial peace is a necessity. They think of it now.
Commodities is new wealth, is the
They
real wealth
think of it
though.
now as a tool. They think of wealth as a tool instead of like an actual necessity. They think
Money
of it as
is
a
a
tool,
tool.
something that they just pick up and use. You get what I'm saying? You're going to achieve your happiness by doing whatever the hell you want, by just being free. You don't have to buy nothing to be happy. You just doing certain things.
Yeah,
Walking, taking certain walks.
It's-
Billionaires do bike rides and fucking just walking around, meeting new people, being friendly.
Yeah, even the politicians receive them white envelopes, so they enslaved too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They receive them with white envelopes from tobacco companies,
Yeah, but what
with
does that
firearm
mean?
companies. All I'm
That
saying
means
is,
somebody is at the top using the dollar
yeah,
to achieve what they want.
yeah, but
So
when it's
as
gonna
long
come
as
to a
you're
time,
enslaved to the
when it's gonna come to
system-
a time when they be like, yo, this shit really ain't worth nothing. Like,
When it comes to that time, then there's hell to be made. That's why cryptocurrency is so scary to everybody. They're like, what the fuck? Nobody's dependent on the dollar anymore. They can make transactions without us getting a cut. Why do you think they don't want us to use crypto?
Because
The US dollar fell from under $1. The dollar wasn't worth the whole dollar just a couple months ago. It's like 97 cents.
Why is that though?
What do you mean?
What happened?
Because inflation. Our economy is dog shit right now. And nobody wants to talk about it.
And who was saying this though? Who was
Saying
putting the
what?
stipulations on all of
You can
this?
see that our
Because this stuff is being
fucked up right
made.
now.
This thing is being
Yo, it's
printed
because
every day.
people are having wars. People are having silent wars. When
And that's
everybody
affecting
gets cut off
that's
from trade, it
and
affects
that's
the average
affecting
person.
all the taxpayers because
That
they don't
affects
want
everyone.
funding it.
Because
But at the
now
same
it
time-
affects our finances.
But at
and
the
our
same
finances
time-
control our happiness.
They are printing and making this stuff every day.
What, money?
Like how are we in
Yeah.
debt? How are we like? You know what I'm
I
saying?
think they ain't worth shit without the gold, you know.
Everybody's life is built off of wealth dreams. Dreams of being financially successful. Nobody dreams of being the best at something specifically for no reason. There's always a financial reason behind everything that everybody does. So now that everybody is under the force of the dollar, they will all live for the dollar. Instead of things being like crypto, where you believe in the coin, so you follow the coin. You believe they will do certain things for you, so you invest in it, and then it then grows in value. And you trade it with people because it has value to them as well. And if I don't have a certain coin, I'll trade it into a coin that you want. When I trade you for your microphone, you want to sell this microphone for 500 Shiba, and I like Bitcoin, so I'll transfer it to Shiba and then send it to you. It's worth 500 Shiba to you. But as long as you see a dollar sign attached to that, you're going to equate it to whatever the dollar amount is. When instead it could just be worth whatever type of coin you like. Whatever type of coin you believe in.
That's heavy. That's heavy. But now back to this UFO stuff. Hey yo, chill. Hey, yo, what I'm saying? Because you know, I feel like we always bounce when we go deep once we start getting to the finances and the money and I mean society. We start to go deep. So we gonna dip off on that topic. You know what I'm saying? And get back on track. You know what I'm saying?
That all has to do with the natural causes, though. Like, look, that all comes down to control on a person-to-person level, right? So if they all have us under this goal of getting financially ready, they're gonna create financial obstacles for everybody, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna also create financial goals that seem like norms to everybody. So
Make you
instead of
spend what you obtain.
yeah, instead of you wanting to be able to move from a certain place to another place through clean form of energy, you look for an efficient way. An efficient way is a car. Everybody wants a car because it's going to get you from point A to point B the fastest. Instead of creating new opportunities for things in your neighborhood, you'd rather go work for an already established company instead of building your own from the ground up. So boom, Hot 97 is one of the biggest radio stations in the country. Right? So boom, instead of creating Hot 99, you'd rather go work in New York for Hot 97 until they decide to give you your own show. A lot of people don't want to chase their own dream the true out of the mud way. They just want to do it through going through an already established system. That's why solo artists are so great. You know what I'm saying? They're doing everything from the ground up, hands on everything. So that when they get that $1 million, that's their $1 million. They ain't got to split that with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to everything that you're doing, like, and but it still comes down to everybody falling on the dollar. So at the end of the day, they control how you live your day-to-day life. You bust your ass driving down somewhere, right? Every day you drive down to the restaurant, you're gonna bust your ass. You're gonna eventually have to use the gas. They know you're gonna have to use the supermarkets. They know you're gonna have to go to what's it called? They know you're gonna need to pay for parking. They charge you for everything, right? At the end of the day, there's money coming out of every single thing that you do every day. But all of that money gets funneled to systematic, already built tunnels of money. Walmart is one of the biggest businesses in the world. Amazon is one of the biggest businesses in the world. Most of the money is getting funneled to the same places. What happens with that money, nobody knows.
So what you basically saying is everybody should be bought.
No, everybody needs to start understanding that. But if we stop accepting societal norms, or if we start doing things as a society, as a whole, not black, white, Spanish, separated by race, if we all just, agree on something, look, I know you don't like me and I don't like you, I don't give a fuck about that. As long as you ain't gonna do no bullshit to me, I ain't gonna do no bullshit to you, but we agree that the police need to be defunded. So let's get them defunded. Let's vote. Everybody choose a day. We could decide this on Instagram. Everybody choose a day where we all go down and we vote and we sign a petition that's so big that we have to re-vote our government electors. And we all can cast our vote and then talk about it in a group chat so everybody knows what actually went down. They can't fuck you over like that. Yeah, those are literally laws that they made.
But they want to defund them what? So they can't be police no more? They can't protect people no more? That's what you're talking about?
Well, certain communities just want people from their neighborhood to be police.
Yeah, but
people want police to have proper training. The police were a racist group. They literally were meant to catch slaves. The first police were meant to catch slaves. Runaway slaves. There's been a racist foot on the necks of black people our entire lives. We're not about to do this bullshit.
We ain't gonna sugarcoat it neither. That's what the fuck it has.
Police
definitely
need to be defunded. Most of the people incarcerated in the United States are black men. They need to be defunded. It's literally a system to oppress black people. We're not flying by that. You're not low. It's not that.
Definitely.
Police need to be defunded, and there needs to be a new system to protect communities, and people in communities need to step up together to make sure that the communities are protected.
And it should be new training tactics implemented, because there ain't no reason why they're quick to be so nervous and scared of us and shoot us, other than any other race. You know what I'm saying? They'll talk for hours. Just calm down. They ain't playing with black people. It's up, bow, 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 we down.
Yeah, they got get hit one time. You know what I mean? They got to get hit one time by a white person.
Not even that. I'm just saying, for general things, we need to unify to get things done. But people need to actually pay attention to what we need to unify for. We need change in government. We need change in leadership. But the people are not ready for that, bro.
And I hate when we have these type of, when anybody have these kind of topics like that, they always downgrade to where the black people killing themselves anyway. Y'all killing yourselves. How y'all? What you mean? All races, all ethnicity groups kill each other.
Yeah, but
y'all just highlight ours.
We kill each other the most.
Yeah, because they put us in hostile environments though.
Yeah, but we don't think collectively.
We're being poisoned by the music.
Yeah, but we don't think collectively and move towards goals as other races do.
Other races conditioned for that. Willie Lynch theory.
Yeah, but that comes down to a community basis.
We put ourselves.
If there's a generation that decides, hey, we're not going to be like y'all, and we're all going to unify, that generation is going to outperform y'all by a fuck ton. We're not at that point yet. We're at the point where everybody wants to be Pushback. Now, here's what I'm going to explain. This is the number one thing that black communities need. Unification. They need to stop being block wars and niggas beefing over shit. But there's things like drugs and financial status is very important in black communities because it determines your success level. And if everybody around you is unsuccessful, you want to be more successful. And when you are successful, people tend to not like that in black communities instead of highlighting that. Now, that all depends on how you get it. Street route, a lot of people have conflict. But if you go in the legal route, a lot of people do end up supporting. Like black people support black business like a motherfucker. Shout out to everybody that's been down to heavy on the salads. Because it's a lot of y'all. And a lot of y'all are black. And shout out to everybody who isn't black who still comes through. Because we appreciate support from everybody.
They be the most that bought them jerk chicken joints.
Yeah.
They always grab it over.
Yeah. But I think everybody needs to be looked at as a people as a whole.
I don't think.
And that's when we start to actually see progression.
I think we all should stop being defined by color or race.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, and
We
be
need to
all
all just be
identified as
defined.
human beings, people. You
As
know what
long
I'm
as
saying?
we on the same team, we
And
winning.
that's when the world will be a better place. You know what I'm saying?
That's how we become progressive. When people stop looking at each other by color,
Stop even asking that shit on
applications,
applications, documents, what's your national race? What you mean? Human. At least let the opposite be human.
Other.
No UFO. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He said UFO.
Animal. I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? For real, UFO. Nah, I ain't no UFO. Know what I'm saying? I'm a human being. It shouldn't be, but you know, when you ask that shit, it be like, yeah, nah, for real. They ask that shit, they be like,
You mean to say alien, not UFO? You say
yeah, alien. My bad, UFO. You know what I'm talking about?
And identify flying objects.
That's why I had to throw that shit on film.
Yo, my bad, yo.
Man, I had to throw that shit on for you.
Hey, yo.
Everybody know when that echo come out, something funny happening.
Hey, yo, I mean, Elliot. I said UFO. Well, so like somebody commenting over there.
It's to my understanding that daylight saving was created to give more sunlight hours in the events months when the weather.
It's to my understanding. That sound like my wife.
Are most active to stimulate the economy. It's all about.
That sound like my wife. She always start her sentence off. It's to my understanding.
This is Naruto. The American people.
Yeah, it was her. She just texted me and said she left a comment on the live chat. Look, am I lying?
Voting by the people is a fake. Yep. That's why I said voting doesn't really matter.
You see that?
Yeah.
I sound like a. It's to my understanding. That's how she always start her
People
sentences
do
off.
not like the fact that their vote. They don't like to think that their vote doesn't matter, but your vote really doesn't matter. They don't give a fuck about you. You was never important enough to even make it on that comment. Boy, you don't get a seat. You don't get boy.
You was never really invited. You know what I'm saying? You was never really invited to that.
To the cookout. You just ended up here.
You know what I'm saying? They make you. They like for the people to feel like they done something.
Yeah.
This shit was planned out way before time. Like they know who's gonna be the next president already. You know what I'm saying? And they said Trump gave power to FEMA. You know what I'm saying? So the president really might not be the president. He just up there for show.
FEMA. I told you, man, they bought like 60-something trillion bullets. Yo, if they
To tame the American people. Huh?
Yeah, but if you supposed to be for disasters,
Why y'all buying bullets?
what
Right?
the fuck you need bullets for?
Wait.
Y'all supposed to be coming for disasters to help people. Y'all supposed to be buying 60 billion first aid kits and shit. Right? Hospital beds, sleeping bags and shit like that.
Build a hospital. Help a community. The fuck y'all buying bullets for? To take them off the streets? Nah, get out of here.
Nah, to tame the people. They ready to tame the people.
Yeah.
So,
They out control. They waiting for the people to really start to buck, and they gonna show us what it's really about.
yeah, they can't hit all the people though.
You know what I'm saying? We under that
Look,
do
let's
as
be
we say
realistic.
ruling.
Let's be realistic. When people start having to kill people because people are trying to rise up to better people, they're gonna start feeling like they're doing the wrong thing. People aren't retarded all the time. There are gonna be some people who actually believe what they're doing is correct, but then there's gonna be the fucking people with common sense who realize they're doing the wrong shit. It's gonna be like a fucking action movie. The shit will get very tricky, to say the very least.
I still think, you know what I'm saying, all of this is a war going on that we enduring right now. So, somebody's, you know what I'm saying, battling to remain on top.
But that's gonna all be fucked over when everybody dies because nobody had the proper. But you see how Elon Musk trying to build a whole nother economy on another planet?
Who?
Elon Musk. He's charging niggas to move there.
Yo, how did he get a hold of the company Tesla anyway? Because I know Nikola Tesla is the founder of Tesla, and how that type of energy works. What is what type of energy did Tesla come up with? Nikola Tesla, yeah, like the AC, not the AC, DC. That's what it is, AC and DC. I think he came up with the DC. If I correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying, but they say Einstein came up with a way how electric came about, how we know it, and how it transfers. He came up and he reversed it on a different type of scale. I gotta do some research on it again. I seen something like that.
I seen the Tesla box.
You know what I'm saying?
The black box. Tesla.
Yeah. Like I think it was DC current. You know what I'm saying? Nikola Tesla came up with. Even that story, like even that story is intriguing. Like I watched that documentary about his different chapters too. The men who built America or something like that. I forgot. I think that's the name. Man, they get to talk about J.P. Morgan, the Rothschilds, everybody. You know what I'm saying? The Carnegies. And they gets to Nikola Tesla. They gets to all that, man. It'd be like it was a very interesting documentary that I watched.
You send it to me?
I will send them. I look it up and I'm sending it to you. It's different. It's great. It's a different chapters. Cause, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to see that.
words, but niggas was taking businesses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who was it? What's the nigga? Not the Rothschilds. What's the other guy? Big family.
Rockefeller.
I think it was one of the Rockefellers, man. He had it. He got down with his man. They took a company from somebody. His man, he sent his man over there with the pistol. This back in the day, took the pistol, smacked the owner. It's like, yo, you don't own this company no more. It's ours. Kicked him out. Like, yo, it was crazy back then, bro. Like, yo, no, this would made me say, I said, yo, business is really like iron fist. Like, you know what I'm saying, like. Eat or be eaten type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all them companies like Rockefeller, all them companies really try to put each other out of business. And remain dominant on top of the mountain. Like, yeah, I'm the richest man in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if your family eat, nigga. I'm trying to put you out of here. And they not even necessarily in the same business field. You know what I'm saying? But they try to do something to put a monkey wrench in what's going on over there. Like, they'll start another business, spend some dollars. It was crazy. I'm gonna see the documentary. Once I look it up, I'm gonna see this. You can watch it on. I think you can watch it on Netflix too, man. There's so many chapters of it because they start off with this people. They take that story. They get to the JP. They start to intertwine JP Morgan and all.
I like JP Morgan.
They start to intertwine all the other people, like all the big families, like from the beginning of time.
But all of these big businesses are built off of monopoly. They wanted to monopolize so that they could be eternally rich, so that they could worry about actual shit.
Yeah, they really run the world because they fund the government because they really got all the wealth. They obtained all the wealth. They have it.
Look at them. Look at what they did. All they did was conquer. These niggas are conquerors. And you know what type of niggas I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the actual niggas, you know what I'm talking about.
They got to the point.
That's not that nigga-ish, but you know, they be doing nigga shit, real trifling nigga shit.
Who was that? I think it was
Coming
Theodore
up with
Roosevelt.
grabbing everything,
I think it was
taking whole business and all, go crazy and shit. Then they monopolizing the whole town, getting all y'all money, making y'all all sell shit. And then make y'all all go to them for their money needs and
he
these niggas
going
got all the
rant.
money and shit. Yeah, they crazy. These niggas is different. But they not niggas. You know what it is. I ain't telling you business though.
Nah, yeah, he just went on a rant real quick.
Yeah, to get that off his chest.
Nah, for real though, like
Them niggas does not sell nigga.
them guys, man.
Why?
They're conquerors.
Yeah, they be conquering shit.
They conquered already.
Yeah, they won the game.
Nothing. I mean,
Now they sending in their best fighters to see who got the best fighter.
word up. They're selected. They have their own. They are having their own election. Yeah, we want you. Go up in there. You the president. You the vice president. You this. You that. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy on the bull.
They definitely on that type of time. And after I see this documentary, after you gotta watch it from
I'm watching
from
tonight.
1 to however it go far it goes up to.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
When I say this joint is deep, it's deep.
I need to know, man, because I need to know what I need to do. I need to be a ruthless fucking dickhead.
It made me look like wow.
I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be like them niggas.
America is savage.
America is the most savage country ever. That's why do you think all these countries don't like us?
They don't respect us because we don't respect anybody. Y'all know what we did to the Middle East? We were the reason 9/11 happened, and then we acted like they were just doing shit cuz. Just cuz.
Right? It's just mind controlled up.
Let's be realistic. Them niggas didn't do shit but get their hit back.
Yeah.
We fucked them over. Then we told them to eat a dick.
We ran over, they killed their kids, their wives, killed them.
We fucked them over. Look, bro. America has been grimy. We've been the grimiest niggas of all time. Niggas that's not niggas. That's crazy. They just be grimy. But I'm not gonna get into who them niggas is because you know every time I mention them niggas, everything in my life starts to get difficult. So you know I'm gonna just start taking a step back and letting them rock. Cause them niggas be wild, even though they're not niggas and shit.
They're not niggas.
Uh-huh. For real. That's no cap.
Yeah, man. Them boys be wildin'. So, you know, I don't like spitting too much disrespect on their name. Because they don't be liking that. And I don't, you know, I ain't trying to go to war with them boys. They gonna like us up.
Exactly. We about to wrap this up. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for tuning in, man.
Wait.
Heavy conversation.
Wait.
Ah.
Wait.
Wait.
Heavy on the woke.
Mm.
Nah, but heavy on the actual understanding. Pay attention to things that are more out of your personal view of life. Take life from a bird's eye view and start really zooming in on the shit that's more important.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to tap in and tune in. Like I'm saying, research. Start to pay attention. Don't let the things just fly by. Just you and your state. I'm just living life, man. I don't care. Nah, I care.
Yeah.
Get a heavy understanding.
You know, life for your ass to live soon.
Damn, once you pay
If we don't change, it's over for all of us.
That way, man. Heavy.
Heavy.